What's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? Happy Monday. I have to say that. I have to say happy Monday because, well, it's Monday. And got to just flip it. Got to flip it. Monday's chaotic and crazy, but it's all good in the neighborhood. My name is Jeremiah Davis, aka the Funding Coach, and this is Monday Fun Day, not FUND. Monday Fun Day, where I am giving away funding, business funding tips. All right. But actually, today, I got the biggest tip for you that I've ever come up with. I am in the final stages of creating a certification course. Right. It is business funding certification course that should be ready by Friday or Monday of next week. But in this course, you will learn about 25, 26 business loans. Not only learn about it, you'll learn the proper definition of the loan type. You will learn, I will provide you a case study of the loan, right? A case study is a hypothetical scenario of how the loan should be applied to a business owner or to a potential client. Uh, then you will have the pros and cons of that particular loan. So you know what the things to these are selling points for your clients. Understanding these are the benefits of these types of loans, and these are the down or the cons, of these type of loans. And then you'll also be provided with the qualification and requirements that the client needs to meet to get that type of loan. So it's about 26, 27, 28 different loans. I think I got 5 SBA loans. I got business credit cards. I got PG business credit cards, no PG business credit cards. I got vendor accounts. I got store cards. I got business lines of credit. I got revenue-based loans. I got MCA loans. I got real estate, commercial real estate, fix and flip real estate. So each one of these are a different business loan module within the course. So when you complete this course, you will have a really, really, really good understanding of these 25 plus 26, 27, 8 different loan products, business loan products, right? And that will give you the proper foundation to really become a loan broker, a business loan broker. So you'll be able to quickly identify which loan is best suited for your client, right? Whether they have good credit or bad credit, whether they have good business credit or no business credit. There are loans out there for everybody, right? There are loans out there for everybody. Only people that really can't get a loan are people with really bad credit and no business income. All right, the business has to have some income to borrow money. If the business has no income, it cannot borrow money. The bank is not going to give a business a loan that doesn't have any money. But there are if they have good credit and no business income, then there are some loan products that we can get them based on their good personal credit and at least $50,000 in annual personal income or from their W-2 type job, right? And then there's startup business funding based on good personal credit, personal income. There's 401k Rob funding. We have that course in here as well. So I'm giving you a very wide range of all the most popular funding products that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. I mean, literally, let me see if I can run down some of these for you. Okay. So you will have a good idea what we're going to get. So I told you about the business credit cards, right? We got that. Now, business credit cards is a more ambiguous, right, term, and I thought it was important to identify the different types of business credit cards. So there are business credit cards, PG, no PG. There are vendor accounts, and then there's business store cards. Okay, those are all separate types of business credit cards that that you can provide for your clients with this information. And I'm going to show you the difference between the cards as well as provide you the qualifications for the cards as well. I don't know who be trying to call me when I'm live. Anyway, okay. And then you're going to also have the standard SBA loan. Okay, a standard SBA loan, qualification requirements, case study. all the ins and outs of SBA, understanding what a real SBA loan is, and knowing that the SBA does not loan the money, they just guarantee a percentage of the money from a certified approved SBA lender, which is normally a bank or credit union that furnishes SBA loans and continue, but the bank has to qualify you, and then they send your application to the SBA, and if the SBA approves it, then you'll get the money, and they are going to guarantee 100% of the loan amount, and depending on the loan size, you might have to put up some business or personal collateral as well. All right, but the SBA, that's one type of loan, but then I have an SBA 7A loan as well. So SBA 7A, we have that one in the course. And we also have SBA 504 loan. You got to know what that is. All right. And then you're going to have the SBA cap line loan. That's another type of SBA loan. And then you have an SBA export working capital loan as well. So we got a number of different, probably about 5 or 6 different SBA loans in the course as well. Okay, we got equipment leasing and financing, right? Equipment financing or leasing. That's kind of the same thing, but one that you don't own when you're leasing, you're just leasing it. Benefit of that is you don't have to purchase the equipment. You can just lease it and use it for however long you need to use it, and then return it. Or you can purchase it on just like a standard monthly car note. You'll make monthly payments on that equipment for up to 5 years usually. And then after that, you own it outright. Okay. Then we have equipment sale lease back, meaning that you already own the equipment, but you want to use that equipment for collateral. All right. We have business lending credit unions. Knowing what credit unions are looking for to do to extend business loans. Okay. Then we have revenue-based loans. Right, that's just based off the company's revenue, and it's a more flexible loan, and so with I want to say higher qualifications. Well, you have your MCA loan, and the next step up will be a revenue type based loan. So it could be a weekly or monthly payments on a revenue based loan. Okay, lower interest than MCA. All right, but we also have MCA loans in here. We have, like I said, I got the 401k. Do you understand how the 401k funding works and the criteria for that? It's very specific, but it's a good funding solution for those people who are transitioning from their corporate job and starting their own business, or if they already rolled over their 401k to another retirement type plan in their business or outside of their business. They can use that as collateral to borrow against or borrow from that retirement fund to finance their business startup or expansion. Okay, so it's a very good loan to be familiar with. Okay, we're going to have accounts receivable loans in there. We're going to have purchase order. We're going to have inventory. We're going to have, so there's like almost 30 different types of loans. Private lender credit lines. What are those? Right? What are qualifications? What's the pros and cons of those? Right? We got real estate fix and flip investment property loans. We got commercial real estate loans. Like you're going to buy a commercial building, right? You might want to buy a strip mall and lease it out and have that residual income coming in. How do you qualify? What do I need to get? What documents do I need to have in order? How much money do I have to have down payment? There's a lot of stuff that goes into those real estate loans, but they're available. And 90% of the reason people get stuck or pigeonholed into one type of loan because they think, okay, this is a loan I want to get, but not knowing what the qualifications and requirements are for that particular type of loan. And a lot of times people don't qualify for that loan. So I usually have to take them into a different type of loan or get them prepared for a different type of loan, and then gradually, educate them, provide the resources for them so they can get to the point where they can qualify for that type of loan. I said inventory, got that covered. We got peer-to-peer business lending. What is that? You got to know with this course. Okay, We got hard asset-based lending. Hard asset-based lending. What is that? That is a loan product. These are, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, there are many different loan products out there that most people are not applying for or not trying to apply for because they don't even know they exist, or they don't know the qualification or criteria for those loans. But by you taking this course, you will know all the qualifications and criteria for each of these loan products, and you'll be able to quickly identify what loan is the right fit for your client by answering a few questions, right? We have a recurring payment loan. What is that? A recurring payment loan is something like a settlement, or something where you have regular recurring payments in that you can actually sell or use as collateral to borrow against, right? And that could be a wide range of different types of recurring payments coming in. We're going to have contract-based financing. Everybody talks about the government contracts, but why? But if you have a business, you can have a city contract, you can have a school district contract, you can have a county contract, you can have a state contract, you can have a federal, government contract. You can have department store contracts, things like that. So there's a wide range of contract financing that is available that some of your clients might be qualified for or have access to. But you're going to know what it takes to get them qualified, know the pros and cons, and have a really accurate description of these different loans, right? Private bridge loans or financing. This is a very ambiguous term that can be applied to multiple different things. A lot of times basically in a nutshell, it's a short-term loan to pay off something or to keep payments going until other financing is achieved, right? So for example, I'm using one right now for a client needs like $19,000 to pay down all his credit cards to under 40%, right? So we're going to give it all the credit cards under 40% with a bridge loan, right? And then once those payments hit those credit cards and they show his utilization is down, he's already in the 700s for the credit. You just got to get his utilization down. Once his utilization down, then we can go into some unsecured business funding where he can get $100,000, right? So I'm getting him $19,000 to pay his credit cards down, and then I'm going to turn around within about 30 to 60 days once those payments hit into a $100,000 unsecured business financing loan. So you got to know what that is and how to utilize those as well, right? There's loan note buyers. Okay, these are individuals or companies that buy loans, right? So they might be able to buy your loan, or a lender might want to sell it to them, and you can get more money out of it, by working with these loan note buyers. Okay, but I'm going to explain all that in the course. You're going to know all these things in the course. Okay, I had tractor trailer financing, right? That's the same thing as equipment financing, but it's specific to heavy equipment. You want a dump truck, a tractor trailer, food truck, excavator, things like that. Equipment finance can be applied for anything that you need equipment. Only thing you need to really know is most equipment lenders do not like to do anything under $50,000. So if you I've done, somebody wants some Escalades. They were slightly used. We wanted two of them, and I think there was like $25,000 each. So we got them two or the $50,000 equipment financing, and he got the two Escalades to start his, limo or transportation business. So that's another one. Or a food truck, getting a food truck. We got a vendor in South Florida that does customized food trucks, right? For about $40,000-$50,000, you can do a customized food truck, and get that financed as well, right? I said merchant cash advance, you got that covered. So so we got like 5 or 6 different SBA loans. We're going to have the real estate loans. We're going to have all the different types of loans that I'm familiar with, and that I can't say I've used them all, but I've used most of them in my 10 years of doing this. That you can, but I want to give you, this is the stuff that you need to know. Now, as far as lenders is concerned, lenders are a dime a dozen. You can throw a rock and hit 15 lenders any day of the week. And then when it comes down to lenders, working with different lenders, I do explain to you in the course the difference between a direct lender and a loan broker. I am a loan broker, and I work with direct lenders. I don't go to another broker. I go directly to a direct lender. But you'll have the discretion. There's pros and cons with going with direct lenders, and there's pros and cons to going with the broker. All right. If you're already affiliated with me, then I am going to direct lenders to facilitate the loans that you guys bring to me, and then we're splitting the commission on that. But I'm giving you this course, and then I'm giving you the instructions on how to find the lenders, how to know if you're going to be working with a direct lender or go working with the broker. There are benefits working for the broker. Generally, just off the top of my head, brokers usually have a plethora of lenders and a wide range of funding options than direct lenders. Most direct lenders only do a certain small number of types of loans. They might do 3 or 4 different loan types, and that's all. And that's all they're going to do. So you would need to have a direct lender for all the different loan types that you want to do. But if you want to just focus on one type or 2 or 3 types of loans and then carve your niche out of that, you'll be able to do that, and quickly to decipher, what type of client you need, right, to facilitate these types of loans or offer these types of loans to them. Because these are alternative lenders. Not everybody's going to the regular banks and getting the loans. Going to a regular bank and getting a personal loan or a business loan is more difficult now during the economy and all this stuff going on, higher interest rates, the Fed and all that stuff. But having resources for multiple lenders is the key. But then it also boils down to personal preference. Do you prefer to work with direct lenders or brokers, or a mix of both? You have the freedom to do that, knowing how to distinguish which ones. And quite frankly, I've had hundreds of lenders over the years, and sometimes I work with them for 2 or 3 years and then have a bad experience and I stop working with them. Or sometimes I quit working with them for a couple of years and come back. Maybe they've improved their underwriting guidelines, their broker ISO relations, or whatever the case may be. I'm very strict about working with lenders that do not contact my clients directly or any of my affiliates' clients. And the reason that is because it just confuses the client. And quite frankly, some of these lenders will cut you out the deal and stab you in the back. So that's why it's more personal preference, being able to find the lender that you want to work with, build a relationship with them. If you have a good relationship with them, keep working with them. If you don't, then you can just always switch it up. Okay. If you have my software, then we have 200 plus lenders in there. And usually we have about 10 different lenders for each of these different loan products that they're going to be put in this course. Okay. So I'm really excited about the course because I've been working on this for a long time. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We've been working on it for about a month now to get it all out here. What does this app? This only app for profits? Yeah, I mean, by definition, nonprofits are usually disqualified from funding because they're nonprofits. Right? Banks only want to lend money to for-profit businesses. I do have a couple of lenders for nonprofits, but usually that requires them to use some type of collateral, whether the director of the nonprofit or sometimes it's a church, right? So the pastor or the deacons or the trustees, those people that are in control of the finances of the church or the nonprofit, usually have to bring something to the table. If they own the land that the office is on, that might have to be used as collateral, or providing the financials for the nonprofit. It's just more difficult for nonprofits to get funding than it is for profits, just because of the nature of a nonprofit. They're in business not to make money. It's in the title. So lenders want to make sure you can afford the loan and you can pay back the loan. And if you cannot, then they're going to want some type of collateral so they can get their money back that they lend to you, right? So I do have a few, very few, probably only about 2 or 3 lenders that will accept a nonprofit and try to facilitate funding for them. Okay, and no, I don't do grants. That might be coming in my advanced course. Some different funding options, as well as things like that. But my point being is the course is going to give you um, the 26, 27 loan products, a very clear, precise description, a real life, well, not real life, a fictional, a real scenario, a case study of the ideal client that the loan will apply to. You're going to have the pros and cons of the loan, as well as the qualification and requirements. Okay, now this is the business funding expert certification course. So you, after each of the loan modules in the in the course, there will be a 5-question quiz. You will have to get 100% on the 5-question quiz, right, to move on to the next quiz. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want you to get 100% on each of those loans and know them and get 100% on the quiz. And then at the end of all the modules, there will be the certification test. And the certification questions exam are going to be the same questions, just mixed up on the final exam. And you need to get a 75% on the final exam. And you got 3 chances to pass that, right? Now the quizzes you can take over and over again, no time limit, right? And I believe that final exam is going to be about like a 90-minute, maybe 120-minute time frame to complete that. Is a lot of information, and I want you to know the information. I want you to pass, and then you're going to get a certification with a seal of that you are business credit certified if you completed this course. And now the purpose of this is because so many people call me on a daily basis trying to figure out how to get these loans done for their clients. And I just don't have time to teach everyone how to be a loan broker. I guess it's hard for me to put 10, 15 years of experience in a conversation. And no matter if I talk to you for 2 or 3 hours, it's still not going to all come across. Okay, but giving you the basic mechanics in this course. I'm also going to give you the 5 steps or the 5 questions I ask a pre-qualified client. This is going to be a flow chart, right? So if somebody calls you, they say, I want a business loan. All right, what's the first question I ask? First question I ask, how long you been in business? How long you been in business? If they say anything less than, say, 1 year, then I know these loans right here are off limits because they don't qualify. They haven't been in business long enough. So I only got 2 or 3 different options to choose from now, right? Then I ask them, what's your credit score? If they say anything less than 680, then all right, they cut off these, and now I'm only left with these, okay? And then I have to ask them, what is your business revenue? If they say anything less than $10,000 a month, now we're pretty much done wrap. Now I can fall back to, do you have any property that you own with equity in it? Do you have a co-signer, or a wife, or a partner, or husband, something that can co-sign, that has better credit, and be a credit partner or something like that. So I'm going to give you that flow chart of how to quickly identify by these less than 5 questions, and can pretty much determine which type of loan the client is going to qualify for, if any, right? So you don't have to spend all day working with them or anything like that. You can go straight into a loan product, or, sorry, can't help you, come back when you have better credit or your business is making money. All right. Keep in mind, if the business does not make money, they cannot borrow money. Okay. it's just, right. Just because you got an 80 paydex score doesn't mean you get cash. 80 paydex score just means you got good business credit, and you can get other lines of credit or other credit cards or store cards or things of that nature. But your business needs to be making money to get a loan, right? And if the business is not making any money, then you will use your personal income or household income. So a husband and wife both making $50,000 a year and living in the same household, obviously. Now we can combine their income, that household income, and qualify them for higher loan amounts for unsecured business funding or personal loans. Okay. And sometimes that's the route we have to go. Matter of fact, peer-to-peer lending is kind of like that. Peer-to-peer lending or personal loans or startup business funding is all contingent on personal credit and personal income that you can use to start a business. Okay, so you knowing that information, knowing what the qualifications are for personal loans, in case your client is a startup or business hasn't yet started making any money, then how can I get? They have to have good credit and good have a good 9 to 5 or good income resources from somewhere. All right, to show that they can afford the loan that they're applying for. So, so when this course drops, now I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm gonna announce it now. I'm gonna announce it again. When we drop it, like I said, it's probably not Friday. It's gonna be hopefully by Monday. Right? We're in production right now, putting everything together. It's gonna be all video avatars to go through the whole thing with you, and then you take the quiz. Okay, and then if you don't get 100 on the quiz, you go back and watch the video. The video shouldn't be more than like 5 minutes of each one, so you can go through that. And then once you get done with all the quizzes, right? And you can come back and log in and out and all that, and come back to it. Okay, and then you'll be able to, when you start the final exam, you will be on. It's going to be 90 minutes or it's going to be 120 minutes. I have once it's done in production, then I'll let you know. But then and then you will have now for the first 100 people, right? And here's the thing: you can make a great deal of money once you start doing this. Okay. My point is, if you're making anywhere on the low end, say you only do a $25,000 loan, you could be making probably around $2,500 off a $25,000 loan. On a $50,000 loan, you can make about $5,000. Okay, if it's say it's $250,000, you're making like 25 grand. Okay, now the course is going to be $1997, right? $2,000, and if you work with me, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to make your commission, your money back off the first loan. Okay, I mean, if it's a $25,000 loan, minimum, you're going to make your money back of the course. But for the first 100 people that get the course, I'm going to give it to you for half price because you're the first ones in. So you're going to get it for $997. That is $997 for the first 100 people. And then after that, it's going up to $1997 because one loan pays for it, right? And you'll have the information to do hundreds of loans from now on, okay? I even show you how to find lenders in here in the course, okay? The best way to, how I did a lot of it, how do I shop for my lenders? I'm telling you the same way I do it is the same way you can do it as well. And you can have a Rolodex full of lenders for all these different loan types, and you can facilitate these loan types for your clients. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll look out for the announcements. Of course, the first 100 people are going to get it for half price, and it's going to drop within the next 7 days. All right, listen, I want to thank you. Come on, like, follow, share. Come on, man. This is an unregulated industry. Everybody can get in on this. There's millions of businesses. 30 million businesses in the United States, and 1 or 2 new businesses started every year. You can get into this and make, and only if you do 2 or 3 loans a month, you're going to be making your money. You can make easily $10,000, $20,000 a month off of 4 or 5 loans a month. Okay, 1 a week. Think about that. This is worth the investment because you're going to make your money back 10 times within the first couple of months. All right. Thank you guys. Like, follow, share. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I am the Funding Coach. Peace.